Hey there, friends, foes, enemies, men, women, and undecided. We're here with not the Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Corden show. You're watching The Right Show. Normally on Wednesdays, today a Thursday. Today, we cover Will Smith crying because he was called a bad word while filming a movie. Biden goes full gay. Griner gets released from Russia and brought home. Sam Bankman-Fried is brought home. It looks like Biden is bringing all the trash home. Of course, we end with a little comedy clip, and Trevor No Laughs is no longer a host of a late show. You're watching The Right Show, a support group for normal people. Let's get it started in here. Little roll call. YouTube has been stuck at 381,500, but Facebook is up 1,000 subscribers. We're now at 216,500, and then Instagram 109. It's been stuck there, but TikTok coming out of nowhere. Not everyone likes TikTok, but if you're on there, just hit subscribe because we have now got to 110,000 Chinese subscribers. Welcome, YouTubers, podcasters, Facebookers. If you're listening to this, there might be a description link that you can watch because I'm putting your comments on the screen. I want to know two things today. Where are you from? And does anyone work for a major airline? The reason I ask is I have a bunch of flights coming up for my tour dates, and obviously I want to be a friend or family member, and I will just give you a little tip in the bucket if you can help me fly to and fro. I love having the flexibility of being like a United plus one, because with United, you can kind of just pick a flight and go last minute. It's fantastic. And so obviously that'll come with free comedy club tickets and things for life. Speaking of which, my new comedy special is here. It is called Essential. And if you order it at my comedy show, you will get this designer thing. Look at that nice looking guy, Persian guy, on the front and back. And on the inside is the digital download and the full password. So that's kind of secret, and everyone has a scratcher and you get your own password there. So I hope you'll check that out. It's called Essential. And if I'm going to go on a big tour, which big tour dates are coming up, then I better get in shape. And nobody is getting in more shape than these Russians. Check out the new Russian workout. See if you want to add it to your weekly regimen. What is going on there? How do you train a bear to get involved with your ab workout while punching? I don't know, but that's what's going on in Russia, and that's why they are formidable foes in the art of war. All right, today we are going to enjoy a quick clip from the comedy special Essential, meaning you can preview it before you buy it, see if you like it.
I was called non-essential for the last 2 years. And it was tough. I couldn't work for 2 years. Imagine what that's like. And my brother is a surgeon. My mom is a nurse. I was unemployed. I realized I am the Hunter Biden of my family. It was really...
That never feels good. Now, if you were offended by that joke, it makes sense. You're probably the Hunter Biden of your family. Obviously, it hurts. I'm in the same boat with you, so don't get mad at me, okay? We're in this thing together. Moving right along, upcoming tour dates. I would like to see all of you. That's why I said, who works for a major airline? You don't have to, but does a friend of yours? Does your little cousin work in the baggage claim? If you're not flying all the time, I will be your plus one. Now look here. I'm coming to Chicago, Tampa, Naples. We've just added Ontario, California, and San Jose. Feast your eyes upon this wonderful tour schedule and get tickets for your friends for the holidays. You know, you don't have to buy a gift for your dad or your mom or your little brother. Take them on an experience. Time to get into it. Joe Biden loses his vaccine mandate, meaning all soldiers must get reinstated. Breaking news that the military does not have to get the boosty boost. They were talking about it, and I want to share it with you.
A breaking news alert tonight. The House just passed a bill ending the COVID vaccine mandate for members of the military. Allie Lynch at the WKRN.com alert desk.
Mark, that's right. The bill that rescinds the COVID-19 vaccine mandate for members of the U.S. military and provides nearly $858 billion for national defense has just passed the House. Now, the bill now goes to the Senate, where it is expected to pass easily, then to the president to be signed into law. Now, last week, Governor Bill Lee led a group of Republican governors in sending a letter to congressional leadership. The letter asked them to object to the Biden administration's COVID-19 vaccine mandate for the U.S. military.
What a shame. What a shame. Joe Biden lost the mandatory inject your body with stuff. Now, Joe Biden is an 80-year-old man. He can't even walk up or down the stairs. Every time he rides a bike, he falls down. I think he should get multiple boosts, but a healthy 18 to 26-year-old man doing 100 pull-ups and 1,000 squats and push-ups a day in the Navy SEALs does not need to be told what Joe Biden needs to keep him safe belongs in his body too. If Joe can pass the Navy SEAL program, then he can decide what goes in those boys' arms. They put those soldiers through all that. Some people lost their pensions, lost their retirement. Their wives left them because they're unemployed now because they don't want to get a jabby jab. And think how many millions of people got the jabby jab that they didn't want just to make family and friends happy. Very scary stuff indeed. Scary. It was an illegal order, but how do you undo an illegal injection? It's in your body now. And many people in the comments are saying they're glad they didn't have to make that choice. Moving right along, another liar, just like Joe Biden, is Jack Dorsey. You might know him. He started Twitter. He said under oath to Congress that his company does not shadow ban people. Now, you'll know that a shadow ban is when you think you're reaching your fans, but they're just not seeing your posts. And you look crazy. You're like, more people were seeing my post last year. Nobody's seeing it now. What's going on? And people are like, oh, whatever, dude. You're just not as funny or humorous. This has happened to me. My YouTube channel is going up 1,000 new subscribers a day, and overnight plateaued, and it hasn't budged since. We call that a shadow ban because I can't prove it. You guys have to take my word for it. Why did it just stop growing out of the blue? Shadow ban. But when asked about a shadow ban, this is what Jack Dorsal Fin Dorsey had to say to Congress, which hopefully he goes to jail for this. Look at the little troll right there. Jack Dorsey told Congress under oath Twitter was not shadow banning anyone. Well, something very interesting happened. A guy by the name of Elon Musk went through their files and found Dan Bongino, a very popular host, moderate to right wing. He's not a far left, so he doesn't get the free publicity, the promotions, the boosts on everything he's talking about. But his stuff just kind of flatlined. And look at what Elon shows you when he digs into the internal files. It tells you everything about Bongino, verified and active, but here's the yellow things. Notification spike. They want to make sure he doesn't get lots of notifications, and they want to make sure he is on a search blacklist. That means if you're looking for his channel, oh, I guess he doesn't have one, you move on. A lot of people are passive subscribers to Twitter. Hey, I wonder if Kvon Comedy's on here. Oh, I guess he doesn't have a Twitter. I'll just move on. Oh, look, there's my other favorite comedian. So when you can't find the person, that is what's called the search blacklist. And then you go here. He's Twitter Blue verified. And so they want to make sure that he gets a not safe for work view. So if a corporation or a bunch of people at work are on Twitter, they can't even find or click on his account. Now, this is happening to all of them. Look at Charlie Kirk. This is who I'm going to go celebrate AmFest with, America Fest in Phoenix this weekend. They want to make sure he gets abuse strikes. They want to make sure he gets a notification spike so that doesn't happen. And look here in the yellow. Do not amplify. Do you know what that means? That means make sure we don't accidentally get him trending. We don't accidentally get him promoted. We don't accidentally have him getting amplified. So you know who is amplified? Anyone on the left. Rob Reiner, Kathy Griffin, Howard Stern. Anyone, Jimmy Kimmel, Jimmy Fallon, Jimmy Ellen, Jimmy Corden, Jimmy Trevor Noah. They're all going to be amplified, but this guy has the list. Do not amplify. So under oath, they asked him, do you shadow ban? And Jack Dorsey says, no, we don't shadow ban. Now they're asking him, why did you say that? He said, well, we have a thing called view filtering and we have a thing called do not amplify, but we don't have a thing called shadow ban. So you guys didn't use the right term. Oh, Simon didn't say, haha, gotcha. It reminds me of Bill Clinton. I did not have sex with that woman. You got a BJ. Right, but you didn't say BJ. You said sex. Therefore, I was honest. You got to use the exact term I'm thinking. Otherwise, you didn't get it. Simon didn't say. If you can believe that garbage, that is what the left has been doing for 10 years, making people like me gaslit, looking like we're crazy. Where's my subscribers? But now you know the truth. Thank you, Elon Musk. Let's see in the comments what you guys have to say about this shadow ban, which Jack Dorsey, oh, it's not a shadow ban. Okay. Amplification, filtering, or do not amplify, whatever term you're using, you Jack Dorsey ass. We know what you're up to. And you made us look and feel crazy. Britney Griner was traded for a Russian arms dealer terrorist. Now let's do the math here. We brought home someone who hates our country, hates our anthem, and thinks we're racist in exchange for someone who hates our country, hates our anthem, thinks we're racist, and wants to kill us. I think we were safer leaving it how it was. Call me old-fashioned, but that is exactly what happened. They traded her, and it looked a little something like this.
Newly released images show a smiling Britney Griner alongside her wife, Sherelle, and top U.S. hostage negotiator, Ambassador Roger Carstens, who brought her home. Griner also in high spirits in this photo shared with ABC News, taken before her flight to the U.S. Griner greeting every member of the flight crew.
I watched her and she connected with everyone, looked in their eyes, shook hands, got to know their names.
Griner also opening up about her time in Russian custody.
We talked about a lot of things. Obviously, her love for Sherelle, her teammates, everything that she missed.
Russian state media video capturing some of Griner's time in a Russian prison. Griner choosing to cut her long hair because conditions inside the prison were so cold, washing it left her freezing. Griner was traded for convicted Russian arms dealer Viktor Bout, known as the Merchant of Death. Bout had 6 years left on a 25-year sentence for conspiring to arm a terrorist group to kill Americans. Griner was caught with hashish oil, which is banned in Russia, and was sentenced to 9 years in prison.
So that's the trade we get when you have a Democrat in office. Now remember, Joe Biden traded a terrorist weapons dealer who hates America for a woman who's not good at basketball, leaving a soldier behind. There is a guy who was falsely arrested. Britney Griner did bring drugs to Russia. There is a soldier who actually was just there, and they grabbed him and said, "We think you're a spy." He maintains that he's innocent. They didn't even try to get him back. They did a one-for-one swap. Someone who can't shoot baskets for someone who will shoot you. And this is to rival Barack Obama's trade, where a guy left his post in Afghanistan, leaving the post wide open for terrorists and fighters to come in and just kill Americans, soldiers. He left and got an American Ranger killed, a service dog killed, and a bunch of people shot at because he just left in the middle of the night. His name was Bergdahl. Well, Bergdahl got traded. 5 Taliban who hate us, who are now all in office in Afghanistan, 5 for Bergdahl. So there's something about Democrats. They want the people who hate our country here, maybe because that's their voting base. Speaking of the idiot trade, take a look at Karine Jean-Pierre defending this trade and just getting demolished by reporters.
In this prisoner swap, why did Russia get such a better deal?
Look, I've talked about this, and I'll say this again. Here were our choices. Our choices was Britney or no one at all. Bringing home one American or no American at all. And that's
a professional athlete. We gave up a prolific arms dealer who was convicted of trying to kill Americans, who was called the Merchant of Death.
The professional athlete is also an American citizen. So let's not forget that. Who deserved
an American citizen.
American citizen. Now, if you hate the anthem, hate the country, hate the founding fathers, you think this is a horrible racist place, and you smuggle drugs into another country, do you deserve to come back to this country? I think Britney was safer and better off avoiding the horrible racist country known as the United States, where she'd never had to hear the anthem because they don't play the American national anthem in Russian prisons. What do you think? Put it in the comments. Can't wait to catch you on the other side. We're going to talk about a guy who scammed all the millionaires, billionaires, and the citizens of the world out of money with the cryptocurrency trade. Huge Democrat donor and con artist, but I repeat myself, Sam Bankman-Fried, they call him Fried, I say Fried, has been caught. He's being brought home to face trial. Now, the Democrats didn't really want to bring him to justice. They dragged their feet, but enough people lost enough money. They said, fine, we'll put him in some trumped up charges. We'll do him Ghislaine Maxwell style. That's where America doesn't ever get to see what he did. We're not going to get to know. He's going to put into prison, make a deal, and that's that Democrat donor style. Cha-ching. So let's take a look at what this guy did. I can't wait to show you. And in a new update, I just found out who is going to be his prison guard. This is taking the world by storm. Look at this prison guard. Do you think this guy is going to last through the weekend? I don't know. But Hilaraldo Rivera looks pretty mean. Wouldn't want to be that guy. So what happened in the crypto scam? Well, this guy was telling people that he had all kinds of ways to invest your money in different crypto. Give him your money. He'll hold it for you. It's a crypto exchange. But he was taking that money instead of holding it in like a bank account, so to speak. He was investing with it. So when one guy was like, yo, I need my $100 million back. He's like, oh, we don't have it right now. That's a warning sign. That guy was like, what? They don't have my money. Then everyone made a run on the crypto exchange, and he went from one of the richest 32-year-olds in the world, 30-something, to he's worth $200,000 now, which means, just so you guys know, I am richer than last year's richest 30-something-year-old in the world. So if you were looking for a sugar daddy, I'm doing better than that guy, just so you know. We can go to Olive Garden. His name is Sam Bankman-Fried, but I call him Sam Bankman-Fried. And I noticed something. Criminals will always give you a hint as to what kind of crime they're into based on their name. For instance, Bernie made off with all your money. Then Harvey Weinstein tried to put his wiener in all the actresses' mouths. Now, Anthony tried to show you his wiener. If you don't know who Anthony Weiner is, his wife was Huma Abedin. She was taking care of Hillary's Clinton down there. They were like lesbian lovers. So at that point, Anthony was trying to get some new tail. He was showing his wiener. Michael used to try to jack your son, whether you wanted to or not. He would have like slumber parties and come on over. I'll say, heal the world, make it a better place. And then after bedtime, let's play a little game with the lotion. Michael wants to jack your son. Now, R. Kelly would do rated R things with your daughter. Rated R. Kelly. And now Sam Bankman stole your bank, so he's getting fried. And who's going to fry Sam Bankman? None other than his security guard, Hilaraldo Rivera Clinton. I hope you enjoyed that, and now you know. Look at someone's name, and you can tell what kind of crime they're probably going to cause. Please help me, viewers. Put in the comments what this idiot is trying to say, because I can't decipher it.
Cisco Systems and Cyber Bastion, a diaspora-owned small business.
Okay, so obviously it's like a spelling bee. Could you please repeat the word? We're going to do that.
Cisco Systems and Cyber Bastion, a diaspora-owned small business.
Could you please tell me the origin of the word?
Cisco Systems and Cyber Bastion, a diaspora.
Would you be able to please use the word in a sentence for me? Thank you very much.
Cisco Systems and Cyber Bastion, a diaspora-owned small business.
I quit this spelling bee. This is complete bullshit. You can keep the scholarship. That's what I would say to that. Let's see what you guys got in the comments here. No idea. Can he just turn the teleprompter around and we can read it ourselves? I like that. Good one. Let's go on to the next Biden moment. Biden lies about his gay past. Now, Biden pretends he's the most pro-gay president ever. That's why he hires guys who dress like women and steal luggage and try to go through the panties and smell them and put them on and go, I'm one of the ladies now. She puts the lotion in the bucket, Clarice. Okay. However, Biden was always anti-gay his whole life until just recently. Okay, LGBTQ, so follow the right show because here's your daddy.
And a special thanks to our performers, Joy, Sam, and Cindy. Look, in the gay man's choir in Washington, D.C., gay men's marriage choir.
We already have a law, the Defense of Marriage Act, where we've all voted, not where I voted and others said, look, marriage is between a man and a woman, and states must respect that. Nobody's violated that law. There's been no challenge to that law. Why do we need a constitutional amendment? Marriage is between a man and a woman. What's the game going on here?
In the gay man's choir in Washington, D.C., gay men's marriage choir.
The gay man's married choir sang to him in D.C. He acts like he's always been for the... But you saw the video just 12 years ago today. Look, marriage has always been a man and a woman. What's the game going on here? He was already dumb back then. He's just gotten even dumber in the past few years. Well, that's all we have to share with you on that. We're going to come back with a 12-year-old who might need to get carded. You're not going to believe this. There is a 12-year-old MVP of this year's football squad, and when I saw his picture, I damn near fell out of my chair. I want you to take a look at America's 12-year-olds and tell me, what are they feeding this kid? Here we go. The caption says, there's no way this guy's 12, but he is. Jeremiah Johnson from Texas won the 12 and under MVP at the Youth National Championships in Miami. So, just so you know, this 12-year-old rented a car and drove himself to Miami. Pretty sure. He was able to win the MVP, and you look closely on the title. It says 12 and under division, 2022 Youth National Championship. My first thought is he looks like the logo for the Washington Redskins. And then I started coming up with all kinds of punchlines. Now, as we know, this is a 12-year-old. We want to be respectful. We have a rule on the show. We never make fun of children. However, since he looks like he's 19 to 39 years old, we shall proceed. 1, he looks like he's on a mixture of HGH and EBT. Secondly, his wife and kids were so happy to see he won that trophy. 3, he's not exactly 12, but he's still in 7th grade, so we let it count. 4, he identifies as 12. Wait till he starts to identify as a woman. He's going to win a lot more trophies. Number 5, to celebrate this win, he bought all the other kids cigarettes after the game. Please vote on your favorite one. 6 punchline. Perhaps he was born on a leap year. Then he could be 12. 7, I believe he was 12. I just saw a picture of him at 4. Same mustache. Same exact mustache, folks. He's only 12, but he's been asked to the senior prom 4 years in a row. Number 9, his paper route has been incredibly tough on this young man. Okay, vote on your favorite. I saved my favorite for last. Number 10, he ended a long-standing myth. Turns out black just cracked. All right, let's see which one was your favorite. We love to have you vote in the comments. We can go through them very quickly one more time. 1, he's on a mixture of HGH and EBT. Just put the number of your favorite. 2, his wife and kids were happy to see he won the trophy. Number 3, he's not 12, but he's still in 7th grade. Hey, you know how we do in the hood. Number 4, he identifies as 12. Next, he'll identify as a woman. Steal your suitcase and get your panties, ladies. Just like Joe Biden's pick for the nuclear program, Sam Brinton. Number 5, to celebrate this win, he bought the other kids ciggies. Number 6, maybe he's born on a leap year. Number 7, I believe he was 12. Just saw a picture of him at 4. Same mustache. Number 8, he's only 12, but he was asked to the senior prom 4 years in a row. Number 9, paper routes can be tough on a young player these days. And number 10, black just cracked. All right, let's go through the comments and see what has the most votes. Number 6, I'm seeing on not. Now, someone just voted for all of them. Susan, thank you so much. 9346679. I bet that's your social security number. Sonny, he identifies as a canine and he's aging in dog years. Hey, nice one. Nice one from the sidelines. We got number 2. We got number 1. All right. Black just cracked. All right. Damn. Leap year was perfect. And EBT. Look at that. Number 6 is taking the lead right at the end. I bet his grandkids are so proud. Thank you, Plastico Flamingo. Let's go to number 6 and show you the winner. Perhaps he was born on a leap year. Good work, everybody. We're going to come back and make fun of Will Smith. It's going to get slap happy. Will Smith is still pretending somehow he's the victim. I can't believe this, but I wanted to show you what happened. Here we have Will getting jiggy with it. Will Smith says he was called the N-word by actors 100 times a day on the Emancipation movie set. It was really rough, man. It could twist up your mind. He twisted up Chris Rock's mind. His mind went twisted. Now, the point is, Will Smith is on an apology / I'm the victim tour. Kind of like Meghan Rapey Ho, kind of like Meghan Markle. It's Meghan Will Smith. He wants you to think he's been the victim this whole time. And his new problem he had was while making a movie getting paid $10 million for Apple Movies called Emancipation, he chose to play, historically, a slave. And in the movie, I guess, it was written that they would call him the N-word over and over. And that's why it's been messing with his mind and he's the victim here. Does anyone feel bad for Will Smith? All I heard was crickets. You see, the thing is, Will Smith was on the set of a movie. I'm pretty sure slaves didn't hear the N-word and then hear, cut, we got it. Let's get robes on these guys. Get Will a chai tea. Get him in the trailer. We'll get back with you in an hour. We'll do it all again. I've been on movie sets. It's a lot of downtime and a lot of foot rubs, okay? The reality is, Will Smith, you're a rapper. So if you want to be called the N-word 100 times a day, just make a new rap video and invite the homies onto the set. That's where I hear it more than any other place in the world. We'll be right back with a whole lot more. Sorry for Will Smith? Not so much. All right, we're going to catch up in these final comments. Hell no, Will Smith must go. Nobody feels sorry for Will Smith. Wow. But he's going to convince you to love him again, and that will be his greatest act of all. Will Kanene Smith. You got that right. Okay, now, I want you guys to watch a video submission I made. There's a guy named Patrick Bet David. He's Persian, he's Assyrian, and he's a multimillionaire because he's doing real estate, he's doing insurance, he's got 17,000 agents coast to coast, and he's starting a comedy division because he believes in free speech. He's open-minded guy. He doesn't believe in the woke stuff. He's a businessman. He's a capitalist. And him and I, we get along just fine. When I watch his videos, I'm like, I would love to meet that guy. Well, guess what? He announced he wants comedians to submit because he's going to start a comedy division of his company. And enough of you found that, you saw that, you let me know, and I submitted to it. But who knows if he'll pick me? Maybe you can go on Twitter or his Instagram and be like, pick Kvon. He'd be great for your new comedy division. I don't know what that entails. I don't know if I'll be doing comedy specials or making comedy sketches or we're going to make a new movie. I don't know, but I submitted. And I wanted you to see the submission so that even if nothing happens, we can all laugh about it. So here's me working out. I'm kidding. That was a video from earlier. I just want to see who was paying attention. No, here is my submission for Patrick Bet David's new comedy division. Tell me if you think I should be on it. He wanted to see some impressions, some characters, and some stand-up. So I gave him this.
Well, hello there. It's me, Dr. Anthony Fauci. You might remember me as the #1 exploit in the world. I was the one who said you didn't need a mask, then you do need a mask, Then I said 2 masks are better than 1. We did the Fauci pokey. You put the mask on, you take the masks off. At any rate, I'd like to introduce wearing anything on your face. It's better than nothing. You could wear the bandana mask. Please try that. Or, I love the surgical mask. This one's been in my pocket for 9 months, still good. Or before I show you a Kvon comedy clip, the final mask that would have saved the most lives. Enjoy.
They get offended now about cyber bullies. That's the big thing. Talk to any student. What's the worst problem you're facing? Cyber bullies. It's horrible. They can pick on you on the internet. Oh, really? Our generation had real bullies. They pulled our real underwear up our real butt crack. Yeah. It really hurt, you know? You don't have to pull a Twitter out of your Snapchat at the end of the school.
Patrick Bet David, you're a fantastic guy. I love what you're doing. You're very rich. Not as rich as me, but you'll get there. I believe in you. And it's time you paired up with Kvon Comedy. Now, these two got to work together, folks. We've got to make it happen. Because Patrick is Persian. Kvon is already Persian. Patrick is Assyrian. Kvon gets a lot of ass. This is a dream team. What you're going to do is you're going to watch this Kvon comedy clip, then you're going to make the drive to West Palm Beach. We're going to make a deal. You don't want to drive? I'll send the jet. It's a 15-minute flight. Believe me, do the right thing, okay?
Those flight attendants are grouchy. They yell at you. You be on the plane. I was delayed an hour. You're delayed an hour. You're just sitting there, delayed an hour on the tarmac. I pulled out my phone, started texting. She comes over pretending to be nice, but not really. Women are good at that. Hi. Hi, is that in airplane mode, sir? That needs to be in airplane mode. I'm like, why don't you put the plane in airplane mode? That's what needs to happen. I have Sprint. This is not keeping us on the ground right now, I promise you. Look at the people of Sprint, they know what I'm talking about. We lost signal when we left the store, haven't got it back since, okay? It's a never-ending journey. Where does this thing work? Where does it... It doesn't work anywhere.
Hey, this is Owen Wilson, and I gotta say, Valuetainment, wow. You guys have really blown me away. I mean, the opportunity to do comedy with you guys, I'll pack it all up. I'll leave my friends Vince Vaughn, Ben Stiller. I'll swap them out for Vincent Oshana. What's the problem? It's a lateral move. Let's make it happen.
My whole thing is this. If you need the vaccine, you want a lot of the vaccines, you want as many boosters as you want, I hope you get them. Because I think it's your body, your choice. Yes, I do. I also believe there are 3 groups that don't need the vaccine. I'm not a scientist. I'm going to say there's 3 groups that don't need the vaccine. If I say this online, I get banned. So hear me out. This is for private use only, all right? Group number 1 doesn't need the vaccine. If you got COVID and you already recovered naturally, you're good, right? You're good. Your body fought it. That's a group. Second group, truckers. Truckers. They kept wanting to vaccinate the truckers. I'm like, their whole damn job is in quarantine. Leave them alone. That's a quarantine. That's burp, burp. Anyone hang out with truckers? No, you don't. And the third group that does not need the vaccine, nobody talks about this group but me. Kids that went to the McDonald's Playland growing up. Thank you. You know who you are. Where's my Playland kids? McDonald's Playland, right? Look at it, there's a lot. We're already immune to everything. We went to a fast food restaurant for amusement. Crawling around a little ghetto Disneyland in the gerbil tunnels. Just crawling around the ghetto Disneyland, gerbil tunnels, right? And people went in there, nobody ever cleaned it. You never see a dude with Windex in the gerbil tunnel. Hold on, I gotta clean it. Nobody sanitized, right? If somebody puked in the gerbil tunnel, it stayed in the gerbil tunnel. What happened in the gerbil tunnel stayed in the gerbil tunnel. It was Las Vegas for kids. And then after you're done in the gerbil tunnel, you slide into some balls. Right? Who landed in some balls and had fun in there? Yes, you did. That's where you would get diseases from the balls. Each color was a different virus. They came from China that way. The yellow ones were chickenpox. Throw that at your brother. Pow! Red ones, measles. Right back at you. You go home and get sick as hell. Just, oh, what happened? I went to McDonald's Playland. The next week, time to go back to McDonald's. Yes! So when people are like, Kvon, are you anti-vax? No, I'm pro-balls. Let's talk about it.
There you have it, folks. I didn't want to just make a submission tape, send it, whether I get chosen or not, do all that work for no reason. So I share my submissions with you. You are a part of this process. You're going to see whether or not I get picked. You're going to see what characters I did. And you can say, hey, he should have been picked because he did a great Dr. Anthony Fauci. And of course, you go into Donald Trump and you got to go right there. And then you go to Owen Wilson, who's just very calm, very nice, and goes, wow, I really love doing this show. Thank you for tuning in to the Right Show podcast. It's so cool to just get together with you guys. We're going to hang out on locals.com after this. If you want to join me, it's a subscription, but we just hang out and you can ask me anything. Because on YouTube, you're not really allowed to say certain things, and vaccine, you can get banned for anything, but they're a free speech platform. Freedom of speech is under attack. Subscribe to my channel. Come to my tour dates. We tell truth through comedy. Thank you for tuning in. We'll see you next time. You guys are great. I got to say, wow. Fantastic.